We're not against rap. We're not against rappers. But we are against those.
Something big about to happen. I hear the beat tapping. We some fly rhyming felines rapping on the track. Better yet, grab a gat, cause we hot like Enzo. Doors closed, windows up, cause that's the way we like to ride. Windy City hitting. Check mic 1 2 1 2. We live, baby. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Speak Your Mind Radio. I'm your hostess with the mostest, Miss Hip Hop, aka Queen Star. Okay, y'all. So, it is 10:37 a.m. and I want to talk about the coronavirus because everybody knows about it. Everybody's experiencing something. The spread is spreading like wildfire. And I just thought it would be good to, talk about it with my listeners, you guys, because I actually just did a show on the Truth Disciples podcast. Shout out to the Truth Disciple for having me on. We discussed the coronavirus and a lot of stuff surrounding it, And this episode I'm bringing to you guys today is just kind of like a preview of what was on that show, kind of, because it was both of us speaking. Go visit the Truth Disciple. He's on Spotify and Anchor. Really great show. The young man is very informative on what he speaks. Very intelligent too, and a very calming voice. So yeah, go check him out. But I just wanted to say this first or whatever. The governor of Chicago, he issued a stay-at-home for people, and that's just to avoid spreading the disease to, from person to person and everything. And that's the right thing to do because people are still getting together and partying and drinking and all up on each other like, ugh. Like, ew, yuck. Like, it's going to change the way people live and look at each other from now on. Because after this shit is done, excuse my language, but y'all can't go back to doing the same dumb BS or whatever. You have to, practice what you preach. Feel me? Like, give me 50 feet. Back up off me. But anyway, I just wanted to give some, tips to the people out here, my listeners, especially because I know you guys are smart. So, wash your hands regularly, common sense, for more than 20 seconds. Like, I always get this example. You just sing the happy birthday song while you washing your hands. You'll be okay from that point. Another simple self-check is what I do every morning. I'm taking a really deep breath, and I hold it for about 15 seconds. And if I complete it without coughing or don't feel no tightness in my chest, it more than likely means that the infection is not in my lungs. It could be in my mouth, but not in my lungs. So with that being said, if it could be in your mouth, you are supposed to drink plenty of water. Drink a sip of water every 15 minutes, because even if the virus gets in your mouth, you can wash it down your esophagus and into your stomach acid. The stomach acid will eat it up. It'll kill it. So if you don't drink enough water, the virus can easily enter your windpipe into the lungs. So very important info to pass on to both your friends and family. Practice social distancing. Stay indoors and avoid large crowds and stay healthy always. Take your vitamin C. Vitamin C helps with chronic diseases. Which is what the coronavirus attacks your respiratory system. So be aware of that. What else? I want to talk about why I think there's so much misinformation out there about the coronavirus pertaining it to being compared to the flu. I've heard a lot of people say that, like, oh, it's just the flu, blah, 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 blah. Like, no, it's so much more than that, I believe that there is a lot of misinformed people out there about the virus in general, because literally there's new information found about the development of it daily. And I also believe that people are comparing it to the common flu virus, because the coronavirus starts in your throat first, okay? And it stays there for like a few days before going into your lungs, causing you to believe, oh, this is only a cold or a flu. But those are only the beginning stages, guys, because before you end up having, like respiratory problems and, leading to loss of breath and, spreading it makes it worse. So therefore, people don't only have to take preventive measures, but they also have to continue to keep themselves updated, because the virus is new and always changing, bottom line. So, keep yourself healthy. And like I said, avoid those large crowds, because, the governor is not just wasting breath and telling you, oh, we're taking fun time away from you. They show like a news clip of these spring breakers in Florida. They were saying, oh, if I get coronavirus, I just get coronavirus. And then somebody said, isn't the coronavirus not that serious? Like, okay, how about we take all the idiots and put them in one room and let them infect each other and just let them have it, because, people, I see the meaning behind living in the moment. Living in the moment is dangerous. You're living in the moment because you're living like every day is your last day on earth. That means you make dumbass decisions. You feel me? You're supposed to prepare for each and every day given to you. Even if you die the next day, be prepared. I know I don't like saying that or whatever, but it's true. Just be prepared or whatever, Another thing I think that is confusing the mass of people out there is we really don't understand the terminology I'll use or whatever. State of emergency, what else? Stay at home issued, or epidemic, pandemic. Like, it's crazy or whatever. Epidemic is something more regional, like, more like within a community or something, like the epidemic of a flu, Pandemic is worldwide spread of a disease. Those are two different things. That means it's everywhere. You can't run from it. You can't hide from it. And you can't see it when it's coming, but it's there. So, yeah. Another thing I just wanted to touch on a little bit is about how ignorant people are. I mean, with the widespread of the coronavirus, has unfortunately come to a rise in xenophobia and racist incidents toward the Asian community, okay? I read a news article that, what else? A young artist, she was dropped by the UK art fair, and she received an email stating that her participation was basically a threat to the other contenders because she would be looked at as carrying the virus. And she shared the screenshot of the message that read, "The coronavirus is causing much anxiety everywhere, and fairly or not, Asians are being seen as the carriers of the virus." So basically, they didn't want her around when they had the art show. And they really, in reality, should have shut the entire project down for everyone if they felt this particular way. And it just kind of reminds me of the anxiety and the ignorance of when AIDS and HIV was first introduced to the community, to everyone. And people see it as a gay disease, which is really ignorant and dumb. So instead of trying to prevent it and, learning more about it, gaining knowledge, people are more driven by fear and ignorance. And it's just crazy. It's not a gay disease. It's a everybody disease. Anybody can catch it. Like, it's not your business who's in my bedroom. So, but if we're in the bedroom together, then it does become your business. But people don't share that information. People are so backwards or whatever. But we're not talking about that or whatever. I was just comparing the coronavirus to the HIV as far as people react to, disinformation and stuff like that. So, yeah. I want everybody out there to take care of themselves. A lot of stories out there, people discriminating against each other, even the Asians themselves. Like, it was this young lady who was 24 years old. She was celebrating her birthday, so she went to the nail salon to get a manicure. And the technician asked her with a face mask on. They all wear face masks when you go in the nail salons. She was like, "Are you Chinese?" And she was like, "No, I am Vietnamese. Are you?" And she said, "Yes, you are dirty. You at this, you at that." She said, because she wasn't, she saw the Chinese people being the carrier of the virus, and her ass Vietnamese talking about you're dirty and get the hell out of my face and shit. Like, no, that's bogus or whatever. That's really, really bogus. And the young lady that was talking about it, she said it wasn't even so much of what the lady was saying to her. It was more of the silence in the room when it was being said. Like, nobody came to her defense. Nobody called her out. Nobody did anything. And she just felt really, really, really bad. And I think that's what Black people have experienced from being discriminated against. Like, we understand that. So it's not just because, two wrongs don't make it right. Don't, just don't make people feel like that or whatever. It's a form of microaggression. You giving me a dirty look intentionally, or you saying something purposely to hurt me. That's crazy. That's microaggression. So people just need to, stop spreading fear and start spreading information that's going to help us throughout this. But anyway, I'm going to get off here or whatever. I want everybody out there to stay safe. Please listen. This is a stay-at-home alert for everyone. They just yesterday, the police had to shut down 2 parties. I called them coronavirus parties. Like, y'all in there just spreading it around and affecting each other. Then you got to come back home to your family and your friends and your coworkers. Like, you are like labeled an imbecile in my mind. Like, how dare you? How dare you? All them individuals should have took their ass to jail, but you can't even go to jail now because it's spreading there too. So it's like, come on, guys, let's get it together. Listen. So everything was locked down, 5 p.m. We got to stay in our house. I mean, if you feel it's necessary to go out to the grocery store to shop or to your doctor's appointment, that's cool too. But just get everything done and come back home and relax and listen to this podcast. And don't forget to check out the Truth Disciples podcast. And don't forget to check out David's podcast too, The Morning Drive. He's also on Spotify and Anchor. So shout out to them. Yeah. All right. You guys stay safe out there. Bless up, and I love you all, and thank you for listening. Thank you to all my listeners out there. I appreciate you. Peace. Oh, and don't forget to share it too. Okay. Bye.